everyone, today's video is going to be an update on my makeup use up 2019. So at the beginning of the year I had goal numbers, so how many of each like category of makeup I wanted to use up. And I determined these numbers by seeing how many I used up in 2018 and adding one, because I want to be using up more every single year to a point, you know. So I have been doing this for now 8 months, because it is September, which is the 9th month, beginning of September. So I have used up a decent amount. Some of these goals I am really close on and I think I'm going to hit. Some of these goals I will probably not hit. So let's just get into it. For face primer, my goal is to use up 9. As of last time I had used up 5, and I have used up 2 more. So I used up this Smashbox Radiance primer. Yes, it's a mini, but I count minis because I count them in my inventory. So I used up this little primer and this, oh, that's not a primer, that's a foundation. And this Hourglass Mineral Veil primer. They're both fine, but I am glad to have those out of my collection. I like to keep my samples in my general makeup collection. I know some people like put their samples off to the side. I feel like if I would do that, I wouldn't use them, so I keep them all together. But in doing that, it kind of clutters up the way it looks, so I like to get through those. Now for foundations, my goal was 15. Again, that's based on what I used up in 2018. That was last year. So last time I used up 1. At this point I have used up 3 more, so I've gotten 4 out. I first used up the Dr. Jart BB cream. This is my oldest foundation and it is completely gone. So I'm excited by that. I'm excited that I have used it up. I've got to put it back because that's a Project Pan item. And then I also used up 2 samples. Again, they just kind of clutter up my collection. This is the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Nude, which I don't really like, and the Dior Forever Skin Foundation in 20, and I love this, so I might purchase that at some point if I had money, but you know, probably not right now. For concealer, my goal is to use up 4, and I've used up 1, and I didn't use up any this time. For powders, my goal is 7. Before this, I had used up 0, and now I have used up 1 more. I used up this Besame Ever After Translucent Pearl Powder. I really like this powder. I just think it's so pretty. It is limited edition, but it's great powder. So I've used up 1. Probably not going to use up 6 in the next 4 months, but I mean, I guess we'll see. For setting spray, my goal was to use up 8, and I had used up 1 before. I haven't used up any more, so I just have at 1. For blush, bronzer, and highlighter, I'm just going to chunk all those together. My goal is to use up 2 of each, and I've used up 0 of each, so we'll see about that. You know, like I said, these goals, I mean, they had meaning, but you just never know. Every year you have different things, so we'll just see. But I don't foresee myself using up 2 of any of those in the next 4 months. For eye primer, I had used up 1 before this, and I haven't used up any more. For cream eyeshadows, my goal is 2, and I haven't used up any. For eye pigments, my goal is 1, and I haven't used up any. Next, for eyeshadows, my goal was to use up 1, which I know for a lot of people isn't very much, but the year before I used up 0. And I used up 1 before, haven't used up any more. Alrighty. For gel or liquid eyeliners, my goal is to use up 1, and I haven't used up any yet. So you can see I'm not doing so great. I did take 3 months off of wearing makeup in general because I was at camp doing some research. So if you don't know, I'm a PhD student, so I had to leave. And I did field work for 3 months, and so while I was there, I didn't wear any makeup. So that might be part of it. I don't know. You just never know. For mascara, my goal is to use up 11. I used up 1 before, and I have used up 3 in the past 4 months or so, because I didn't do an update in June because I wasn't here. I used up the Touch in Sol Stretch X mascara, the Well People Extravagant Mascara, and the Essence Lash Princess. This one was probably my favorite, and actually the cheapest, which is always nice. For eyeliner, my goal was to use up 1, and I had already used up 1, and I haven't used up any more. For eyebrow products, my goal was to use up 6. I had used up 2 before this update, and I have used up 1 more. This is the Milk Kush Clear Brow Gel, so I used up that guy. For lip treatment, so by this I meant like chapstick and stuff, my goal is to use up 3 for the year. Previously, I'd used up 2, and I have used up 1 more. This is the Jouer Sensual Lip Enhancer. So I have hit my goal on this, which is really exciting because this is one thing that I did wear while I was in camp. I did wear lipstick or chapstick and stuff. So all used up. Next, for colored lip products, my goal is to use up 6. And I used up 0 before this, and now I have used up 1. This is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in Candy Cane. It's a really great color, and I really like it. But it's gone now, which is good. So 1, I don't foresee myself using up 5 colored lip products in the next 4 months, but we'll see. For nail polish, my goal was to use up 5. Before this update, I had used up 0, and I have used up 1 more. So this is the Sonia Kashuk nail color in the shade Smoke and Mirrors. It's a really beautiful silver, and I like it. For, oh sorry, it just kind of got messed up. Doop doop. Why is it? Oh, I'm sorry. I have a touchscreen computer, and sometimes it gets a little funky. For fragrance, my goal is to use up 10. I used up 4 before this, and I'm still at 4. So not super great. Oh wait, stop. I'm sorry. I forgot to do something. There we go. So for my entire makeup collection numbers, so if you don't know, I have an Excel spreadsheet that has every single makeup item I own by the pan. So if I have like an eyeshadow palette, every single pan is listed. And my goal is to get down to 1,000. I didn't think I'd make that this year, but I would like to make that soon, you know, I guess in the next I don't know, a couple years at least, because I'm on a no-buy until I hit 1,000. Sorry, I had to put those 2 back. And so I started this year with 1,439, and currently I am at 1,398. So that means I've gone down by over 40 products for this year, and that means that not only have I gone down by 40 products, but I haven't, that's like the net, so things I've brought in. So like, I only had 1 setting spray, I used 1 up, so I had to buy a new one. So for a net gain, that's just still at a 0. So that means that even when having to bring stuff in because I completely ran out, I still down over 40 products, which is, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. We'll see how far I get at the end of the year. Maybe it'll be a lot lower. I don't think it'll hit 1,000, but I just hope that it's lower, you know? So that's all I have for you today. So that is my makeup use up 2019. Some of these goals I've hit, which is exciting. Some of the goals I don't think I'm gonna hit, which is just part of it. You know, it's hard to know exactly how much you're gonna use up. So I'm excited that I've at least made progress on my collection, and that's really the goal. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, or comments, go ahead and leave those down below. And I'll just see you all real soon. Bye.